Guys, we're going to open one box today and one box only. It's a box full of CGC comics, some of them signature series from Captured Collectibles. Next, stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back to Comics. My name is Matty. I am your host. We do occasional unboxings here, sometimes more content when we have time. Thanks for checking out the channel. If you like the video, please like, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the unboxing down in the comments section below. So, folks, last year, I was a vendor at a Comic-Con for the first time at Rhode Island Comic-Con. And while I was there, I brought a bunch of books to submit to CBCS and to CGC. That reminds me, I could probably do that next week at Terrificon. Anyway, I am selling next week at Terrificon in Connecticut once again. But this was from all the way back, like end of last summer, maybe last fall, I believe, September, perhaps. That's when I submitted this stuff. Now, Captured Collectibles, let's talk about them for a sec. They are a company that, do we have any? We have West Coast Dave in the house, guys. Look out, everybody. Right now is right now. Let's do this. 99s for everybody. I got a 99. I got a 99. Pin that comment. What's up, Albert? Thanks for watching, guys. It's always more fun when you guys are here. Anywho, Captured Collectibles is a company I used for the first time with this submission. Basically, CGC stopped showing up to conventions, as far as I can tell. Maybe they've started again, I don't know. But last year, they basically, Albert's ready to submit. All right, let's do it. Got a lot of books to press and submit. Davey knows this. I have a lot of work to do. We're going to get to it, though. It's over there. It's causing me stress. So we're going to get to it. It's okay. All right, so before I open the box, we're just going to do a quick unboxing today, guys, see what we got. One or two of these books are for customers / clients / buddies of mine. The rest are mine. I honestly don't remember all that's in here. I remember one book for Jay Spidey with Kicks. A Venom 3 is in here. Triple signed, hopefully, if they did their job correctly. And one of them is a Silver Surfer 4 that is mine. And I submitted through them because they were the only representatives who could directly submit to CGC on the site. So whereas CBCS has, customer service at the convention to receive your books and directly submit, CGC doesn't bother to show up anymore as of last year, as far as I could tell. So Captured Collectibles is kind of like the preferred middleman, right? So they can basically submit things directly to CGC, or they can sort of facilitate for additional fees various signings. So because they're an authorized dealer with CGC or whatever, and they live probably right next to them in Sarasota, they basically like take them to the signings. They can authenticate the signatures, whatever, witness them or whatever. So at any rate, like for example, with this Venom 3 that got signed for Spidey with Kicks, they offered to not only take it to the Stegman and Cates signing, but also to add in a bonus, I believe it was a David Michelini signature, which is pretty cool because that's not like a event that CGC is offering. That's something that Captured Collectibles is going above and beyond to offer. So this is the first time using them, guys. We're going to see how we did. I had no accountability with them at all. Like they didn't send updates. They didn't get, there was no way for me to check on status for these orders as far as I could tell. I just it was out of sight, out of mind. I did not think about it very much. I was curious about it. I hoped it would turn out well. And now I'm hoping that we get everything we submitted back in the proper fashion. Now, not to mention, guys, all these grades are, needless to say, blind because I had no interface to even tempt myself with checking what the grades were ahead of time. Let's see. Albert says, how much time do CBCS take? CBCS without fast tracking has been taking about 10 to 11 months. It's been a rough time waiting for CBCS. I submitted stuff at this same con with CBCS. That was probably the last time I submitted with CBCS at a regular non-fast track, because I learned the hard way that their turnaround time is terrible. It's horrendous if you do not pay for the fast track. So, all right, we got some books in here, guys. Looks like we got 7 books. Got 7 books here. That's more than I remember submitting. So I believe the ones that I submitted with them were either because of a signature series or because I wanted custom labels, because at that time I was doing mostly CBCS and only CGC for the custom labels. So hopefully we have some cool like Miles books in here. I can't quite remember what I submitted. Dave says, so they can get yellow label stuff even though they aren't. Yes. So yeah, exactly. Basically they might as well be CGC employees. Like, they are authorized to witness and vouch for artist signatures, essentially. And, artists themselves are usually, oftentimes artists themselves have that power too. I think the power, the ability to get that power to be a CGC witness is not as exclusive as you might think, I think. But yeah, this company is definitely in cahoots with CGC. They are an authorized dealer. All right, a lot of bubble wrap here. Each one of these is individually wrapped in like a priority mail envelope, so I don't have a risk of spoiling the grades as of yet. Let's get these undone here. 7 books. I don't even know what they are, let alone what the grades are. This is so exciting. Guys, I had a tough time receiving these. It turns out the doorbell for our unit was broken. So I was home all day yesterday. I really wanted to have these books in time for last night's sale. And turns out my doorbell was busted. So they came and tried to deliver yesterday. Signature required. And I missed 2 delivery attempts yesterday, even though I was home all day. I tried to arrange to pick up the package at the delivery center. I spoke to customer service. I paid an extra fee. I drove all the way down there, 20 minutes, only to find out that they were attempting another delivery at my house while I was going to try to get the package. Such a pain in the ass. So today I fixed my doorbell. The delivery guy came, and all is right with the world. All right, so we're going to free up all 7 of these. I like how they're individually packaged like this. It's like they know people are going to want to do blind unboxings. Albert, I'm going with CBCS for your signed books now. They give the yellow label after they certify the signature. Doing it with the one I have of yours on hold. All right. Yeah. CBCS is still the only option for verifying signatures. Things that are already signed can be verified with CBCS. And whereas they used to give kind of a weird red label, they now give a yellow label. So sort of a no-brainer change that they made. One of the improvements they made in the last couple of years. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. We got 5 people in the room. Hey, Sleepy. What's going on, Mark? Good to see you. I love seeing you guys in here. 7 people watching for the blind unboxing. This is so exciting. For me on YouTube, that's big numbers, guys. Let me take this opportunity to plug a couple things. First of all, if you aren't already subscribed to me, so sub up right now. I will also show you this giveaway I still have going on for my 5,000 subscribers on Instagram. So giving away this 1 in 100 Mike Zeck custom label, speaking of CGC custom labels, if you go over to my Instagram page, Comic Sales, still have this, this post is still up, and I've still got like 300 followers to get before I give that thing away. So follow me over there, follow the instructions, blah, blah, blah. You just tag people, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, all right, let's do these. These are going to be one at a time. Let's see how they're packaged. No idea what these books are, what the grades are. Six Face, what's going on? I will show you. I will show you what I got. ZM, how was the Europe trip? It was amazing. I purchased exactly 4 comics there. I was in Italy for 12 days. I went to the Panini store, the store that does all the exclusives. They only have 2 stores in all of Italy, and I was able to go to the one in Florence. Really nice little shop. It's interesting. It's not very collector-centric, which is funny because they do these exclusives. They had all the exclusives just like mixed in with all the other books in the stacks, which were just regular reprints. You know what I mean? So they don't, I don't think they think of the exclusives as being as desirable as we think of them. But he dug some of them out for me, and I picked up 4 exclusive Panini variants that were pretty dope. All right, so here, guys, we have our first book, which I am trying to keep blind. Okay, let's try to take it out of the bag. All right. We have an Ultimate Fallout 4 second print. I think it's mine. I got to look at my notes. I think this is my book. The Italian comics, I sold 2 of them last night. The other 2 I'm keeping for now. It's a couple of Thor and Silver Surfer books that are really cool. But I sold a couple last night pretty well. They went well. So guys, this is a Sarah Pichelli. Speaking of Italian, I believe her last name is pronounced Pichelli, which nobody says it, but apparently that's how she says it. Sarah Pichelli, second print, Ultimate Fallout 4, custom label. Oh, we got a 9.4. I got a 9.4. That's my song for not getting a 9.8. That's okay. I don't think that I'm not very super mindful about this submission. I don't have notes on it. I see a little bit of color up. 9.4 seems pretty harsh, I gotta say. But yeah, I see a couple defects. What you gonna do? All right. That one wasn't mine? Yeah, we'll hope so. Sad 9.4 dance. Yeah, exactly. All right, well, there's going to be a lot of suspense in this video because each of these packages is individually wrapped. I'm still happy to have a custom. I love the Miles custom label. So I am pretty sure there are a couple other Miles books in here. A little difficult to maintain the surprise. Let's see. I think it's this one. No? Okay, this is another Miles book. We have... Whoa, this is a first print. What the fuck? I don't remember. Is this a reprint? Oh, this is a facsimile. I bet it's a facsimile. I see the red on the Marvel. Whew, I just got a heart attack for a second. Sleepy's interested in the 9.4. Very good, Sleepy. All right, let's talk. I think it's a facsimile. We got the custom label on the fax. 9.8. Better be a 9.8 for a facsimile. God damn. All right, cool. Got a fax 9.8. I got a 9.8. Not in the first print. I'm totally stealing the 9.8 dance, the 9.8 happy dance from West Coast Avengers. Everybody give West Coast Dave a follow. I owe him that much, if only for borrowing the brilliance that is the 9.8 happy dance, but for many other reasons as well. What else we got here? What do we got? Kind of doing that like 1,000-yard stare to not look directly at it. Oh yeah, okay, so I did some of these Djurjevic Virgin variants on the reprint. I know I have 2 of these in here. Follow me into the depths of comic madness. I've already done so, Dave. I'm well on my way. Sleepy says the depths drove me mad long ago. Exactly. The madness is real. It's very real. All right, so we got 2 of these Djurjevic Virgins. One of them is I got a 9.8. All right, so far Captured Collectibles, I'm happy with the 9.8s that they facilitated. Not that they have anything to do with that. Happy with like these bags are really nice. I like sort of the presentation. Each of the slabs is handled very carefully and individually. So that's 3 out of the 7 that we're going to see today. All right, let's see what we got here. Getting a little faster at this as I get with the program here. Okay, we have another Pichelli. Another Pichelli Miles. Let's see if we did any better on this one. Does this one look nice? This one looks nice. Looks very nice. This one could have a shot. What? What the heck? Well, I have been watching some YouTube videos recently where like people are saying that modern stuff is getting graded all wacky these days. Maybe I got hit with a bad couple of graders. Damn. Usually whenever I watch modern unboxings where people are like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "Hey, I haven't had that experience." Now I'm having that experience. The madness. All right, 3 more to go. 3 more to go. Well, now I'll definitely sell you one, Sleepy, because I got 2 of them. So no harm in letting one go to you, my friend. We can work out a deal for that. That is a rough grade for, I mean, I got to look at it more carefully, but the first one I could see a couple things where, you know, I could kind of get it. That one I didn't see anything. What do we got? Oh, this is, you know, I think someone was just asking me about this today. Funny enough, someone was just asking me for an update on their ASM 4 first appearance of Silk, and I think this is it. So funny how that works. Yep, we got an ASM 4 custom Spidey label, first appearance of Silk. Yeah, next year I definitely want to go to SDCC. Okay, what did we expect for this? Oh yeah, definitely a tick in the middle here. I remember that this one, we're not looking for a 9.8 on this. Definitely see a pretty big tick in the middle. So I would say probably, given the grading we've been getting, I'd guess a 9.4 on this. Oh my God. What? I got a 9.8? Oh, This is crazy. Oh my God. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. Oh my God. This is going to be one of those things that's really hard to show. Just look at this. I mean, congrats to my homeboy who I submitted this for him, but you got to see this, you guys. How are these bags? Are these like soldered on? Oh, okay. Look at this. Look at this tick. I mean, I did press it, so I guess I'll take some credit, but I didn't press it that good because you can see this huge tick right here. Where is it? It's really hard to see, I guess. I don't know if you can see it. But it's like obvious. Like you look at it right away and you're like right in the center, color breaking. That's sort of how my the first copy of Thor God of Thunder 2 that I submitted had the same tick right in the center of the spine. Got a 9.8. I guess if it's like minty everywhere else, they'll allow that, but it's just kind of crazy because it kind of distracts. It's so distracting, you know, to see a tick right in the center of the spine that breaks color. Well, congrats to my man with the ASM4. Surprise 9.8. I wish I could have gotten some of that luck on the Miles books. Yeah, maybe they did damage it. That was a first print Spidey 4, yeah. It wasn't my book. I would love to take congratulations for that, but I don't think it was mine. Two more books to go, guys. One of them is one of my personal collection Silver Age Grails. So I'm excited to see that. Hopefully it's in this selection here. Whoa, okay, this is another Djurjevic Virgin. Okay, here's the other Djurjevic Virgin custom label 9.8. All right. Rututu, got a 9.8. All right. So we got 9.8s on the two Djurjevics. That's pretty cool. And this one should be the Silver Age, the one that I've really been looking forward to. It's a Silver Surfer 4, if memory serves. And I mean, I know it was a Silver Surfer 4, but I'm pretty sure that would be the last one in the submission, unless for some reason, you know, they hold back different tiers, like if they're doing older books separately. But I think the thing with this company, with Captured Collectibles, is that they collect all the books. They capture and collect all the books, if you will. No, so I don't have my Thor with them. So, did I end up just sending Thor to CPCS? I mean, Silver Surfer 4. I might have. No, because they didn't retire Surfer. They didn't retire the Surfer label. They retired the Hulk label. This is strange. So maybe they'll send me that separately. Because this one is the Venom that I mentioned. This is Spidey with kicks. Remember that time they damaged your Tales 44? Yes, I remember. And they also damaged my Ultimate Fallout 4 first print. They graded it 9.6 and it ended up being an 8.0 after they regraded it, after they accounted for the damage that they caused. They don't do everything right all the time, how you say. When is the next Dave MM collab? I think I got to go back out to Seattle, Dave, to Tacoma. Mid-August. We could do a remote one, though, in August. I think mid-August sounds good. Dave's going to the east? Yeah, you got to come east. Come out here, Dave. All right, so Chet, let's see what they did here. They did indeed facilitate a triple signed Venom 3. You've got Stegman, Cates, and Michelini. That's pretty cool because it really separates it from, you know, there's a lot of double signed copies of this, but triple signed probably not so much. You get the custom label with Null, which is dope. Do we have Jay Spidey in the room by chance? I don't think so. I don't know if he's here. So, Jay, baby, we're going to see how we did on this. This is another one I would be surprised if we got a 9.8 on. But I have been surprised in the past with this very book because of the white cover. The spine ticks are pretty forgivable. You've got a little white on this bottom corner as well, and a couple of very light ticks on the white. So if it's a 9.8, I'd be thrilled for you, but I'd be a little surprised. Oof. Yeah. That one's a little brutal. Yikes. Sorry, man. 9.0. I feel like we discussed this. I'm going to look back at our chat, but I feel like we probably accounted for as low as a 9.0. And I know that you were aware that I didn't think it was going to be 9.8 when we submitted it. But that being said, still a really cool triple signed custom label. First appearance of Null. So congrats on that. Sorry, it is a disappointing grade. In general, besides that weird ASM4, this batch was surprisingly low for moderns in my experience, which is sort of a trend I've been noticing. This, if you follow this dude on YouTube, Comic Book Investments, he's just basically always doing like unboxing videos and stuff, and his last video for his moderns was like all below his estimations, and he was like shaking his head. So I guess I could have seen this coming. Although in his experience, his theory was that the fast track stuff was the harsher grading than the slow boat stuff. Anyway, who's to say? Grading is subjective. You win some, lose some. ZM says chalk it up to those who want the SIGs. Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, thank you for watching. That's all I've got today. Just to recap real quick, we got a triple signed Venom 3.9.0. Dave likes his videos, but his thumbnails are like bad. Thumbnails in general are pretty cringy. What do you guys think of my thumbnail on this one? I'm trying to, do the thing with them. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Sleepy. Got the Virgin Durjevic 9.8, a couple of those. Got a 9.8 ASM4 for my buddy. I've got to hit him back. And a couple of 9.4 Pikelis. There's the other Virgin. And then just for good measure, I threw in just a regular facsimile. Thought that it would be cool to have a custom label fax. And there's the other Pikeli. So that's it, guys. A bunch of miles, a little Null, a little Silky Silk. Albert, Dave, could you explain your submitting process from start to finish? I don't know, Dave. Oh, you want to know Dave's experience with the Tales book? Nice. Sleepy might be interested in the Null too. I'll let Spidey know that. He'll probably want it for his personal collection, Spidey with Kicks. He's a big Spidey collector, obviously. But I will let him know that there might be an interested buyer. I think, Dave, didn't you make a YouTube video about your Tales to Astonish book? There's a whole saga about that. But basically, they ripped a corner of the book in the grading process. Something to that effect. Oh, he meant me? Oh, my. Oh, I get it. Okay. You want me to explain my submission process? Well, these days I don't do it very often because I don't have a lot of time. But in general, my submission process, I have a couple of presses. I have 3 presses. I clean and press books for myself and for my friends and customers. And I mean, that's a whole different category, totally different subject of how you clean and press books. But yeah, so then once they're cleaned and pressed, I kind of separate them into categories, whether they're moderns, which is anything from 1975 or newer, or older books like, Silver Age essentially, or older Bronze. And then depending on the customer's needs, if they want, basically everything is fast tracked nowadays. I don't do anything that's not fast tracked, but I have to decide between grading companies. If I have things that are already signed, I send them to CBCS. If I basically anything else, I'm using CGC these days. And then I just group them all together. I fill out an online submission form for either company, where I just catalog each book that's going in, and I choose a insurance amount for each book. Generally, submitting up to 25 books at a time for each company is desirable, because 25 is the maximum that they can ship back to you at once. So then you can save on shipping if you can max out a 25 book order. So, I'll put together a submission. I try to sort of get a bunch of books ready, hopefully somewhere around 25 books to go to one grading company, and I send them to that grading company. Now, it's a little bit more information than you might need, but if you are getting books sent, like return shipped back to different places, that's fine. You can have them all go together to CGC, and they're going to parcel them out separately, like different tiers, different return addresses. They'll parcel it all out separately. If you're going with CBCS, that's a no-no, because all of the things that you ship together to CBCS need to go the same tier, same speed, same return address. Otherwise, they're all going to go there. It's going to be a big clusterfuck, and they're going to hold your books way longer than you want. And I learned that the hard way. So it's a little more complicated. You got to divvy them up in different fashions depending on the tier, the speed, the value. Sometimes if books are way more valuable, they'll need to go in their own tier. So there's a lot of different little things. The submission process takes a while. That's why I generally charge like $10 just as a submission fee when I submit for people, because it takes time and it's a bit of a pain in the ass. And then, yeah, that's about it. Then you just pack it up like you would normally ship books. And then you wait. Then you play the waiting game. But that's about it. Hope that helped, Albert. Sleepy says, I have all the Venom 3 variants signed except Venom 3 cover A. Sweet. So you need that book for your collection, and it's triple signed. I'll see what I can do. With Jay, the Spidey with Kicks dude. Did the shipping price go up last time you submitted on your account? So return shipping actually just got cheaper with CGC, because they decided to go with either FedEx or UPS. It's like a recent change I heard through Bronze and Modern Gods at their YouTube podcast. Apparently it's gotten cheaper recently. I think they just wanted to do something for the customers, since everybody's so pissed off all the time. They just basically said, okay, well, return shipping is now cheaper. So that may be a slight bonus with CGC. CBCS generally has recently gone up to a more expensive method. I don't know about their shipping, but Fast Track with CBCS used to be the best deal in town, because you could do 2-day modern, like a really quick turnaround time, especially for modern books, really, really cheaply. And now they changed everything around, where like every faster book costs like $40 flat, and that's really expensive. I don't even know if it's that much with the Fast Track CGC book, to be honest. So CBCS really screwed up with their whole expedited turnaround time payment plan, or payment structure. ZM stopped sending 25 because for that much you don't see any of it for a year plus. It doesn't necessarily take longer to submit more books, but not that much longer, because the grading itself is just going to, once they start grading your books, it's probably going to be done within a day or two. It doesn't necessarily take longer. But if you fast track it, if you don't fast track it, it is likely to take almost a year with either company. Dave, do I plan to pay you royalties for the use of the 9/8 dance? You might need to call Matt Murdoch, although he and I have an understanding since we're both Matts. So good luck with that. Albert, thank you so much. I'm really really excited. A lot of spell check going on. If the first goes nice, I have a lot to send my way, including a Stanley Campbell Spider-Gwen signed exclusive. Very nice. And the Ultimate Fallout 4. Very good. All right, well, let's hope I can clear the runway a little bit. I really can't take any more pressing submissions at the moment because I need to get through West Coast Daves before I take on any more because I'm a little bit backed up at the moment. Six Face collect CBCS for personal, but they don't sell as well. That's probably true. I haven't had too much of a hard time with it, but I do have a fairly well viewed channel for selling books. So in general, they sell pretty well for me. But I know that some people have a harder time selling CBCS than CGC. Slabs in general are a little bit less liquid than raw books. They take a little longer to sell. That's why I have started posting books, whether they're CBCS or CGC, onto eBay just to have more chances to make sales, because I can't expect all of my big, $500+ slabs to sell during a regular weekly live sale on Instagram. It's just not going to happen that often. But if I can let them sit somewhere like on eBay, maybe short boxed, I have more chances to have things sell over time. So I've been starting to diversify my my venues for selling just for that reason. And Albert says also the ton I got signed at Celebration. Nice. Never a bad thing to have a ton of signed books. Southern is watching. Nice to see you, Southern. What's going on, Jason? I'm actually just about to sign off, guys. I've got to do billing from last night's sale and get ready to sell at next week's Terrificon in Connecticut. I'm going to be there, set up at a booth. I'll be wearing the silly hat, and I will be ready to meet people and sell them comics in person and not have to ship comics for a week. That's going to be nice. But thank you guys so much for watching once again. Watch on the replay if you want to see how we did on our modern CGC grades from Captured Collectibles. In terms of Captured Collectibles as a service, I would say that I do recommend them. I do wish that I'd had a little more ability to track the progress of my submission. I sort of placed it in their basket and hoped for the best, and luckily it came back probably, September, probably 10 months. Probably around 10 months since I submitted it, which is not that great, but I must not have done it fast track, and they did facilitate a triple signing on one of the books, so I can't complain, I guess. I am curious. I got to figure out what's going on with my Silver Surfer 4. Hopefully that's going to come back to me eventually. All right, guys, take care. I am your favorite Matt, even more favorite than Matt Murdock. That's high praise. Well, at least I can see. Anyway, guys, have a great evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.